without any classification. That means not as Ahara Dravya, not as Osa Dravya, but having some specific names as mentioned in later text of Madanpal Nightingale. So the concept of variety. A drug may have 2-3 varieties. Sometimes when we search in Google, we get 19 to 20 or sometimes 20 to 30 or sometimes 30 to 50 varieties of the same plant. The concept of variety or bheda of different plants has been mentioned in Bhaprakash Nightingale. So let us see what are the 23 groups of drugs. The first one is Haritykyadi Varga, Karpuradi Varga, Gurichyadi Varga, Pushpa Varga, Vatadi Varga, Amradi Phala Varga, Dhanya Varga, Saka Varga, Mamsa Varga, Kritanna Varga, Vari Varga, Dugdha Varga, Dadhi Varga, and Takra Varga. These are 23 classes of drugs that has been mentioned in Bhaprakash Nikantu, which is easy to go through, which is easy to remember, which is easy to refer. These are more practical than any other text. So other than these, he has mentioned Triphala, Trikadu, Chaturusan as that of Sususamhita. So what specially Haritakyadi Varga includes? It includes fruits and tubers. Karpuradi Varga includes the Kanda, that means those drugs whose stem part or bark or the Sara, the middle part of the tree is used. Gurishchari Varga, it includes those drugs whose pansangas, that means all the 5 parts, fruits, leaves, roots, bark, everything of the plant is used. That has been compiled under Gurishchari Varga. Vatadi Varga mentions big trees. So the Bhaprakash Nikantu also describes some of the mythologies related to Haritaki, Kuruchi, Suvarna and Kalkut. How this Haritaki, how this Kuruchi, how Suvarna, how Kalkut came into India or came into this art has been mentioned in Bhaprakash. So one special contribution of Bhaprakash Nikantu according to the time concept is he has mentioned Dipantar Vacha. Dipantar Vacha is now being used as Rashna in Ayurveda. He mentioned Machika, he mentioned Kasturi, he mentioned Parsik Yavani. These 4 drugs are very much important in today's world in reference to their medicinal properties. Those drugs were not available in India. They were not grown in India, they were not seen in India. In one or the other way, during the invasion of Portuguese or Europeans, they brought from their countries to India. So these drugs, their medicinal properties, their utilities have been first mentioned in Bhaprakash Nikantu. Some Jangama drugs or animal products, their utilities in different diseases like Gandha Majjar Birya, the sperm of Gandha Majjar, Goruchana. These drugs have been mentioned in Bhaprakash Nikantu for the first time. So next slide is a comparison or is a slide to show how Madanpal Nikantu has been followed in Bhaprakash Nikantu. So Madanpal Nikantu has these Vargas mentioned in Madanpal Nikantu. As that of Madanpal Nikantu, Bhaprakash Nikantu has also mentioned these dravyas in different ganas. So we can refer from this slide that Madanpal Nikantu has been followed in Bhaprakash Nikantu. Madanpal Nighantu was written in 1347 AD, as mentioned earlier. So Madanpal Nighantu is the former book which prevailed before Bhavaprakash Nighantu. There are some differences in Vargas from Madanpal Nighantu in Bhavaprakash, as in Dhatu Padhatu Varga, Subaranadi Varga has been mentioned separately in Madanpal, and in Vari Varga, Madanpal has included Dugdha. Mishrakadi Varga, Suntyadi Varga, which were described in Madanpal, has been omitted in Bhavaprakash Nighantu. So let us see the uniqueness of this text, which make this text more important than any other book, are the explanation of Ahar Varga, how to take food, how to take different types of food, how to prepare the foods, what are the qualities, what are the necessary requirements of food, or accordingly what type of food should be consumed by what type of person has been mentioned in detail in Bhavaprakash Nighantu, which is being still followed in Ayurveda. The second one is special contribution of Bhavaprakash. He mentioned Chopsini as a drug of choice in Firangaroga. Chopsini is still the drug of choice in syphilis. So still we use Chopsini Churana in treatment of syphilis. So this is a contribution from Bhavaprakash. Next, he mentioned Yasad Dhatu, that means zinc, for the first time in his book. As per WHO also, zinc should be consumed along with ORS to each patient of diarrhea. To treat diarrhea and to stop its reoccurrence, Yasad or zinc has to be consumed as per WHO. This zinc was first mentioned in Bhavaprakash Nighantu. Its importance, its utility was mentioned in diarrhea in Bhavaprakash. So this is one among the most important contribution which is still practical in today's world. Then comes the Ashtavarga. As Ashtavargas have been mentioned, but because of their unavailability or because of their controversy in their synonyms, in their geographical variety, so Bhavaprakash has mentioned in case of unavailability of this Ashtavarga dravyas, he has mentioned some drugs which can be considered or which are now being practiced as Pratinidhi dravyas. The concept of Pratinidhi dravyas or substitution, the concept of substitution, which is a very important chapter in today's pharmacovigilance. So Pratinidhi dravyas were first mentioned in Bhavaprakash. The second one is Anekarthanam Varga, means to delete or to remove the controversies of different names which have been mentioned by different authors in different books. He has compiled one chapter which mentions the synonyms of the same drug. So one can go through it to clear their controversies on any drug. Then comes the Chaturvis Gan. Chaturvis includes Chandrasur, Methi, Kalajaji and Yavani. These four seeds which are having practical utility in abdominal cramps, gaseous distensions. Still today we are using this. It is a special contribution from Bhavaprakash. Then he has mentioned Pushkar Mul as a variety of Kushtha. Pushkar Mul has been mentioned as medicine for chest pain, which is being used for pain and flanks in Charak Samhita. Our Bhavamishra has mentioned that Pushkar Mul is a variety of Kushtha, which is Shosaria Leppa. Then Chabya, it was a controversy, what to take, what not to take. He has made it clear that it is nothing but Gajapippali. When Chabya comes, we can go for taking Gajapippali in its place. Next, let us see The volumes. Bhaprakash has no volume. This is a single book. So come to the conclusion. Bhaprakash Nighantu is a Karma Pradhan Nighantu. Karma means action. The activity of a drug is more given preference in Bhaprakash. So it has more practical utility than any other book. As because it is a bridge between the medieval and modern period, so it makes us more clear about the concepts of Ayurveda. Then it has deleted or it has removed confusion on different dravyas by mentioning Pratiniti dravyas or substitutes and Anekarthanam Varga or synonyms of different drugs to make us able to utilize a drug in different contexts, in different chapters, in different diseases. So this was all about Bhaprakash Nighantu. Usually I have seen some question papers asking about Bhaprakash Nighantu in short description. So here goes a question for you. You can make a note on it. Let us see. Write short note on Bhaprakash Nighantu. Then mention its special contributions into Ayurveda. Please note it down and refer it to me. Thank you so much. We'll meet once again. Thank you.